have my Instapot liner because I'm going off of my head of what sounds good, and I'm going to make a creamy, cheesy potato broccoli soup, or at least that's what I'm going to attempt to do. So cross our fingers that it turns out good. Actually, it should turn out good because lately everything I make from the top of my head turns out good. And this way I'll actually have the recipe on hand. Basically, I just pulled out seasonings. I think I'll use like the cheesy fry seasoning, the nacho seasoning, the savory herb and gravy seasoning, and even the holiday seasoning. This one's probably not available anymore, but it's herbs. If you have like parsley and all those fun herbs that you like to use, Italian seasonings, those are in here as well. So, and then I got out some chicken broth, and then a can of cream of mushroom soup, and then if I need to add any more, I will add milk. Oh, I also grabbed a block of cream cheese. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the whole block or half a block, but we're going to start by peeling and dicing our potatoes. And then it gets put into the liner here. So that's what we're going to start by doing. And I haven't figured out how I'm going to cook it yet. I'm thinking I'm going to pressure cook it on high, but I have to do the math in my head of how long, because it took like maybe 4 to 5 minutes for actual potatoes and eggs to get done in there the last time. So since everything's pretty much easy and like just all right there, I don't think it's going to take too long. So pressure on high for maybe like 10-15 minutes to make sure everything's fully cooked through and it's creamy and delicious and yum. So, and this is just a recipe I pulled off the top of my head. I saw a lady on TikTok. She did one her way, which is she used whipping cream or the heavy cream in the carton. I don't have any of that. Plus, I can't have very much dairy. So this way, I am good. Very little amount of dairy in the low-fat cream cheese and the can of cream mushroom soup because it's 98% fat-free. So that's helpful. And then, of course, you got the thing of chicken broth. If I wanted to, I probably could have boiled my carcass from Thanksgiving to make my own, but I didn't do it. So I'm just going to sit and peel these potatoes. People have seen peeling potatoes before. So once I get done with that, I'll be back. Okay, I'm still working on peeling the potatoes, but the broccoli has defrosted, and this was frozen broccoli, about half this bag. And then I mushed it. Yes, I mushed my broccoli because you want it to be like the perfect size. And I'm going to drain the excess juice out of it. So we got broccoli here. I'm just going to drain the juice because we don't need the broccoli juice. We just need the broccoli. There we go. And then I'm just going to dump this broccoli right into the pot. And that's now going to be my garbage bag. So we'll set it up in the sink right there for my garbage bag. And then there's our broccoli in the pot. Yum! It smells really good. While we're at it, let's go ahead and put our chicken broth in there as well. So this is what our liquid is going to be. I'm just going to pour this whole thing of chicken broth in here. Yum! And I am aware it's going to make the broccoli more mushy, but that is okay because you just want it in there. That way people get their vegetables. Seasonings. Let's do the seasonings while I'm here. Is it in here? No, it is in the dishwasher. And it just got cleaned. It's literally right there. My measuring spoon. I use this so much, it's hard to know if it's clean or dirty half the time. So we're going to come in with a teaspoon of the nacho seasoning, which is pretty much what's all left in the jar. See that? We're just going to dump that jar in there. all that's left right there got dumped in there. And then you can keep these to store things in. I'm going to stick you back over there. We're going to come in with a tablespoon of the cheesy fries. This has got like Parmesan and, let's see, ingredients: cheddar, cheese flavored, whey, buttermilk, solids, salt, sodium, Parmesan cheese, bacterial cultures, sea salt, onion, garlic, parsley, and black pepper. And it does contain milk. And so I'm going to come in with a tablespoon of that. Now let's do 2 tablespoons of that. So 2 tablespoons of this went in. This is the cheesy fry seasoning. And then the savory Irving gravy, we're going to do 2 to 3 tablespoons of this as well. So this is actually going to help thicken it up as also. So not only is it going to be there for the flavor, I just did 2 tablespoons of it. It's going to help thicken it up as well, because this is a gravy and it smells absolutely delicious. Take that off to the side. And I'm going to put in a teaspoon of this holiday seasoning. That way we get a little bit of extra something. There we go. There's our teaspoon. And then I will wait to see what else I want to add to it. I don't know yet. But I'm going to finish peeling the potatoes now and slice them up and get them in here as well. And I might add some corn in here too. Maybe a cheesy potato corn soup. I'm undecided on the corn, because I'm also going to use about a cup to a cup and a half of the cheese. So, and I'm going to peel like 2 or 3 good sized potatoes. I've got 1 peeled so far. So, I'll let you know. It's kind of one of those, I'm making it up as I go, and you know it's going to taste good because all the flavors will actually marry together really well. So, that's how I cook most of the time if I don't use the seasonings, this actual meal seasoning packs. So, yeah. I'm going to fish peel the potatoes, and I'm going to slice them, and then they're going to go in here as well. Okay. Overkill for cutting potatoes. I'm just cutting them into bite-sized pieces like this. So, and then I'm just going to reach over. I moved my pot. I'm going to reach over and put them in my pot. I overkill with my knife. And I actually peeled 4 potatoes. And then I'm just going to slice them into those small pieces. I'm not really going to put a protein in dinner tonight, maybe. Should I add chicken? I don't know if I want to add chicken. My other knife I was using right here. Okay, my son opened up the cream cheese for me. So we're going to take half of this cream cheese. And then half of this is going to go in there. And the other half I will put in a separate bowl. Gotta get it. Come off. Come on. You know how hard it is to get cold cream cheese out of the package? That's what I'm trying to do. Cold cream cheese out of the package. I'm fighting with it. There we go. And this I'm going to hold on to. And we're going to put it in its own little separate bowl. I licked my finger, I know. I'm right next to the sink, so I washed it. Ooh, that's good cream cheese. Good cream cheese. And then I have my paper towel right there. So we're just going to finish cutting the potatoes. Move our fingers out of the way so we don't slice our fingers. I make funny faces when I cut up vegetables. I don't know about anybody else. So this is all I'm going to do. Well, I got to add this. My son opened that for me too. So we're going to add that to there as well. Like I said we were going to. I'll do that in a minute. Let me concentrate on one thing. So I'll be back when I'm done cutting the potatoes. Okay. While I was off camera, I finished the potatoes and I tasted the broth so far. It's going to be really delicious. I'm just breaking up that brick of cream cheese so it can actually go all over. So right now we have the broccoli, the broth, all of our seasonings, the cheesy fries, that was the savory herb and gravy. The savory herb and gravy, the cheesy fries, and the holiday seasoning, which has like everyday Italian herbs and parsley and all that in it. And then I'm going to come in and put in this can of cream and mushroom soup as well, because I want it to be creamy. And you know what? I am hungry, and this is smelling good already. It hasn't even cooked. I'm going to have to find a snack. So far, this is looking really good. I'm just going to leave it as this. And then when it gets ready to... I'm trying to decide if I want to blend it and make it like a Panera soup or just keep it in the chunks. We'll see when it's actually done what I want to do. But this looks and smells actually amazing. So it's going to be really good. And this cheese I'm not going to add till towards the end. That way the heat that's actually in it will actually melt it. So I'm going to pressure cook it on high for 10 to 15 minutes. Test the potatoes, and if it needs a little bit longer, I'll do a little bit longer. And I think I'm probably going to let it slow release. But I'm not going to start it for at least another 20 minutes. That way it'll be like perfectly done when my husband gets home. As you can hear, the Instant Pot is done. But my cat just went running. He doesn't like it. He hisses at me and runs behind the couch every time. But dinner is now done. We gotta let this finish doing its thing. And then I'm gonna whisk it up, and then I'm gonna add the rest of the cheese, which is the shredded cheddar. And then we're gonna serve it, and it's gonna be delicious. I put 2 handfuls of the shredded cheddar in there. We're gonna mix it up. But look at how creamy and delicious this looks. Yum. Dinner is done. A delicious creamy potato broccoli cheddar soup. Delicious.